Hey up, me odes, it is Rowie here. It is Wednesday. Thank you very much indeed for dropping by. Now, you may have noticed that the thumbnail is slightly different to what they normally are on the videos. So, I am expecting my viewership to drop rapidly after that. Maybe by as many as 6 or 7 people, which, that's like 10% of my viewership. So, and that is because obviously I'm off at the minute. I take all of the photos at work. I can't be asked to walk all that way to just take a couple of photos of a couple of beers to then come back and sup them. But obviously there'll still be a picture, so you're going to know what the beer is. It's a double IPA, obviously, as 90% of the beers that I post are. It's what I enjoy drinking. It's what I enjoy drinking, so it's what I'm going to post. And we have got, burps a bit. I went out casking earlier on. Took a few little videos. I might put them together, get a little bit of me out on the cask, getting a little couple of afternoon slurps in. But yeah, we have got from the Kernel. This is a India Pale Ale, double Citra Mosaic Galaxy, 8.4%. I did actually buy the last double IPA that the Kernel made with every intention of putting it on the channel, but I was a bit pissed one night and drank it instead, and I think that was the first double IPA they'd actually done in a good couple of years, so I was a bit annoyed at myself for that. But as soon as I saw another one had come out, I went down to Brew Cavern and picked that up. Anything by the Kernel is always an absolute treat, so it's going to get a free pass on being a 330ml bottle, so that's like the worst of both worlds for me personally, but it gets a free pass on that. So I'm bloody gasping. It's been a couple of hours. I was at the pub for one. But yeah, it's going to get it open, get it in the glass, get it bloody slurped, and then I'm going to cook me some wingies. I'm contemplating recording it. I might get a little wingy Wednesday thing going on tonight. But I'm going for consumption tonight. I'm going to try and eat 2 kilos of wings. So I'm going to get a couple of beers in me. Then I'm going to eat them, then I'm going to regret every choice that I made today. So with it being the Kernel, even though it has got some quite tropical hoppy hops in there, I'm not really expecting this to be a massive juicy banger. I'm expecting this to be a sort of more old-fashioned, classy sort of double IPA. So although it might be a big murky bogger, but I don't think it will be. But only time will tell. So let's get it into the old craft mate glass. This glass is filthy, oh, for fuck's sake. That's my problem with 330ml. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got it in there. It's all in the glass now. I tell you, it's not as clear as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely got a little bit of the murk to it. Not a massive head, which again could be due to the shitty pour or the dreadful. What's what I'm looking for? The dreadful state of the glass that I've put it in. But we'll have a little sniff. We'll have a little whiffy woo anyway. I tell you what, it's a tropical fruits I'd expect. You've got your papaya, your mango. You just tune in to hear me list specific sort of tropical things at the minute, don't you? Nobody's watching this for papaya, mango, stone fruits, pineapple, yada yada yada. But a little bit of dank there, definitely a little pine there. Smells way more sort of fruity and tropical than I would expect for a Kernel beer or for a beer that is this sort of colour. But yeah, that's enough of that nonsense. Let's get a bloody slurp, shall we? I tell you what, it's rare I do this, and it's even rarer I do it with a Kernel. Well, that's not that great. That is not that great. It's not a bad beer. I don't know if I'd say like it's probably just the colour of my room that first made me think it almost looks a bit oxidised on the colour, but it definitely isn't. It's just the shitty lighting that I use. It's just a bit underwhelming. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Look, nothing wrong with it. Normally, what's the words I'm looking for? I normally only ever choose breweries that I really, really like, which is why the channel's so boring, because you're never going to see anything like out of the ordinary on it. I always choose beers and styles that I know I like, because as much as I rag on people for buying their crap beers from shitty supermarkets and even shittier you know, Home Depot departments that have 90p beers that people make out they're good. They're not. They're shit. But that's like, I mean, it shits over anything like that. But not only would I say this is probably the worst beer from Kernel, the Kernel I've ever had, hands down. And again, it's very piney, very resinous. It's probably because, in its defense, because we've got to keep a level head over everything here. It's probably just, it's too close to a West Coast IPA for me. It's just too close to it. Which obviously isn't their fault. It's nobody's fault. Well, it's probably my fault for having the palate of a child. But yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to let it ruin my evening. Just means it's going to be a short video. And it might just turn into a chug video, to be honest with you, so I can get rid of this. And then I'm just going to go open up something else and have that instead. So, yeah. Certainly not a bad beer, just not for me. Certainly not a bad beer, just not for me. Definitely, it's the beer I've least enjoyed ever from the Kernel. Definitely, the last double IPA was fantastic. This one, just a bit meh. It's just exactly everything. It's a West Coast. It's everything that I hate about West Coast IPAs. So I don't know, I might turn it into a reel and chug it. So yeah, I might make a reel of that instead. But yeah, it's a disappointment that. Yeah, it's probably, you know, I don't know what that was. I was leading it into something, but it could have been seen as a diss or an attack on people, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, thank you very much indeed for watching. I'm gonna bugger off now. You're gonna get 2 videos tonight because I'm gonna open something else. I'm gonna upload this one anyway, but I'm gonna get this one chugged now. Then I'm gonna open another video, and we'll have that instead. So yeah, a double whammy tonight, and then I'll try and record some of me trying to eat 2 kilos of chicken wings, which if I don't manage now, I can blame it on this one. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit.